Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Vanaenlightens, where we tackle important topics that affect our mental, physical, and spiritual health. Today, we're going to talk about narcissistic abuse and how it can have devastating effects on your well-being. So what is narcissistic abuse? Narcissistic abuse is a form of emotional and psychological manipulation used by someone who has an inflated sense of self-importance. This kind of abuse can come from a parent, a partner, a friend, or even a boss. The abuser will often use tactics such as gaslighting, belittling, and blaming to control their victim. The effects of narcissistic abuse can be felt both mentally and physically. Narcissistic abuse can have severe and long-lasting effects on a person's mental health. The emotional and psychological manipulation used by the abuser can leave the victim feeling anxious, depressed, and helpless. The victim's sense of self-worth and self-esteem may be diminished, leading to feelings of shame, guilt, and self-blame. The abuser typically uses gaslighting tactics, causing the victim to question their own perception of reality and further exacerbating their mental health issues. This can lead to confusion, self-doubt, and a sense of being disconnected from reality. Victims of narcissistic abuse may also struggle with setting healthy boundaries, which can leave them vulnerable to further abuse from other people in their lives. They may also have difficulty trusting others and forming healthy relationships, leading to social isolation and loneliness. The emotional trauma caused by narcissistic abuse can also have a lasting impact on a person's mental health, even after they have left the abusive situation. Many victims of narcissistic abuse develop post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and may experience flashbacks, nightmares, and other symptoms of trauma. Now let's dive into how narcissistic abuse can have a significant impact on your physical health. The stress and emotional trauma caused by this kind of abuse can trigger physical symptoms such as headaches, digestive issues, chronic pain, and fatigue. The prolonged stress caused by the abuse can also lead to weakened immune system function, making you more susceptible to illnesses and infections. Additionally, victims of narcissistic abuse may turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms such as substance abuse, overeating, or self-harm, which can further damage their physical health. It's important to note that the physical symptoms of narcissistic abuse can vary from person to person and may not always be immediately apparent. Some individuals may not even realize that their physical symptoms are related to the abuse they have experienced. That's why it's essential to seek support and care from professionals, experts who can help you address both the physical and emotional effects of narcissistic abuse. If you have experienced narcissistic abuse, it's important to know that you're not alone. There are ways to cope with the aftermath of this kind of trauma. One of the most important things you can do is to seek support. This could be from a therapist, a support group, or even a trusted friend or family member. Another important step is to practice self-care. This might mean setting aside time each day for meditation, exercise, or a relaxing hobby. It's also important to be gentle with yourself and to give yourself time to heal. When you're ready, it's important to start moving forward. This can be a difficult process, but it's important to remember that healing is possible. You may need to set boundaries with the abuser or even cut ties altogether. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's what's best for you and your mental and physical health. Before I go, I want to remind you to leave a comment in the chat on topics you would like me to cover next, or just how you feel about the topic. Also, don't forget to check out my books listed on Amazon at the links in the description. And if you need support, be sure to click on the links for where to send prayer requests, book a session, visit my store, or join the e-learning community. Remember, you don't have to go through this alone. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more life-changing advice. I'll see you next time.